Health Partners Stage 2 of the Santos Tour Down Under getting underway in Unley. The gun went, the destination was the most iconic in the history of this race, Willunga Hill, 115 kilometres, and it didn't take long for the action to start. As soon as the flag dropped, they were onto the first climbs to Windy Point, and it was the race for the FX Queen of the Mountains jersey. Dominika Wodacek, the Polish national champion, squeezing up the inside of Alyssa Polides, taking the victory, locking those two together at the top of the battle to be crowned the Queen of the Mountains. At the end of the stage, it would be Wodacek taking one more point to move in to the FX Queen of the Mountains jersey. The attacks then got underway, and as we saw on the previous stage, it was the ARA Australian team. Ellie Anderson was the first to attack. As soon as she was caught, it was her teammate, Maeve Plouffe, who went on the move. And that ignited plenty of action from the peloton. A group of 11 then rode across to Maeve Plouffe. They were working strongly, the peloton was responding, and it was the Liv-AlUla-Jayco team who closed it down. Once it was all back together again, for Ellie Anderson, once wasn't enough. She went yet again, and she picked up the first of the zip track intermediate sprints near the township of Willunga, but this time not ready to go over the climb. She went through, a reaction then came from the main peloton as they were battling it out for the minor placings and small time bonuses. The reaction, it was Ali Wollaston, the second place finisher from yesterday, stage winner from last year. She was going across to Anderson. A crash within the main field, and the rider to go down from Liv-AlUla-Jayco, that was Felicity Wilson-Heffernan, the rider that was involved in the crash yesterday. Moments later, another crash, and it was Wilson-Heffernan's teammate, Niamh Fisher-Black, who was amongst them. As Wollaston got across to Anderson, she made the commitment, let's work together, and so they did. Through zip track sprint number 2, Wollaston taking the maximum points, Anderson in second. Their advantage over the peloton, just 1 minute. But that was under the shadows of Willunga Hill as Amanda Spratt and Niamh Fisher-Black took over. At the top of the climb, for the first time around, the peloton was reduced to just 19. Spratt having done a lot of work, so too her Kiwi teammates. The race leader's jersey of Hengeveld, she'd lost contact and her hopes of staying in the ochre jersey were over. 20 Ks remaining and it was race on. Multiple attacks before they got to the base of the climb for the last time. There was 4 in contention at one point, it was down to 2, then it was down to 1. The Swiss national champion, Noemi Rüegg, taking her first World Tour victory, and with it comes the ochre jersey. She is the new race leader. It was Silke Smulders in second position on the stage. Mie Bjørndal Ottestad was in third place. In the general classification, with 1 day remaining, it is Noemi Rüegg who leads by 15 seconds ahead of Silke Smulders.
Thank you so much for everything.
Jubilation and disbelief with her teammates. Can she hold on to ochre?